Few know this, but there are invisible laws that govern money. Laws as ancient as the sound of creation itself, written before coins, before empires, before the very idea of wealth existed. These laws are not taught in schools, they are not found in banks, and they will never be revealed to the majority, because they do not belong to the world of effort. They belong to the world of spirit. Money is not metal. It is not paper. It is obedient energy. And that energy bows before those who understand the divine rhythm. Those who know these laws do not beg, they command. Those who ignore them are not forgotten. They are disconnected from the flow. Today the veil falls, and what for centuries was reserved for the initiated, the hidden, the heirs of silence, now reaches you. What was once a secret becomes spiritual remembrance. What was once the privilege of the few becomes your divine inheritance. Welcome to the Code of Wealth. You are now part of a rare circle, less than 1% of the people on Earth. Subscribe and turn on notifications, because every revelation here is a key, and every key opens a door within you. The money you see is only the echo of an unseen current, and that current moves according to what you emanate. It is not the market that decides, it is not the government. It is your vibration. While the world chases gold, gold follows the one who keeps the rhythm. You don't need to fight the system. You need to remember your power. True dominion doesn't belong to the one who has. It belongs to the one who is. When the being aligns with the spirit, matter obeys. What was scarce reorganizes. What was heavy begins to move. Prosperity is not a reward. It is the reflection of aligned consciousness. The calling the universe does not punish. It mirrors. If there is chaos outside, it is because there is noise within. The human mind creates worlds through the word, but it has forgotten that every word is a seed. That's why the ancients said, "What you speak, you create." It's not a metaphor, it's a mechanism. The energy of the word shapes the invisible field, and that field returns exactly what it receives without argument. When you say, "I'm tired," the field agrees. When you say, "I prosper," the field also agrees. The universe has no sense of humor. It has order. The beginning of every change is not in effort, but in the frequency of speech. The word is the first tool of the Creator. It is the sound that opens portals, and when the voice aligns with truth, matter obeys, silence and sound. But here's a secret few understand. Before the word comes silence, because in silence intention is purified, and every impure word creates confusion. That's why before speaking of abundance, you must remember the sound of your own center. Silence is not absence, it is dormant power. From it, the creative word is born. When you speak from silence, your voice carries authority. When you speak from fear, your voice carries noise. The universe only responds to coherence. The mirror, everything you see is a mirror. People, money, circumstances, all of it reflects the vibration you sustain. If something is missing, observe the reflection. It's not rejecting you. It's showing you where alignment has been lost. Life does not punish you. It educates you energetically. Every result is simply a lesson in vibration. Preparation before learning the 7 laws, you must quiet the noise. Take a breath. Visualize a golden flame in the center of your chest. It's not fantasy. It's symbolism. It represents your creative power, asleep for centuries. That flame is your spiritual signature. When it awakens, the flow begins to recognize you. There is no rush, no fear, only rhythm. Rhythm is the new form of prayer, the state where asking becomes commanding, the promise you were designed to prosper, not because the world owes you, but because life made you a channel of its own expansion. Abundance is not ego, it is the expression of balance. When you grow, the universe expands through you. When you stop, the universe loses one note in its symphony. To grow is a sacred duty. To serve is the highest act of wealth. The beginning today marks a turning point. The age of blind effort ends. The age of aligned consciousness begins. The 7 laws are mirrors for your memory. They won't make you rich by magic, but they will make you compatible with the flow of gold. And when that happens, abundance stops being a pursuit and becomes your nature. If this message resonated with you, write in the comments, "I awaken to the divine rhythm," or "I am heir to conscious abundance." Each written word is an energetic seed. Write it with intention, for the universe reads silence before it reads language. In the next part, the voice and the word, The first law, the power of the spoken command. The journey begins. Sound was the first gesture of creation. Before light, there was a breath. And from that breath, worlds were born. Each time you speak, you repeat that same miracle. The word is the invisible brush that redraws reality. It is not mere communication. It is programming. The universe is neutral, but it vibrates to the rhythm of your voice. When you say, I can't, it builds walls. When you say, I walk, it opens roads. Your voice is the border between what exists and what is still potential. Treat it as a temple. It is not about speaking beautifully. It is about speaking with presence. Every word carries intention, and intention is the energetic fingerprint of the mind. When the word is clean, energy flows. When it is divided, the flow stumbles. Silence and sound are two halves of the same law. Silence purifies. Sound creates. Most people speak to react. The wise speak to move. Speech is not meant to describe what is, but to summon what will be. The word does not report reality, it designs it. That is why a mouth that repeats fear repeats destiny. But a mouth that speaks faith rewrites the script. Say it slowly, feeling every syllable. My voice is a path. My word is a bridge. Feel how your body changes when you do. Energy answers to rhythm, not volume. At first, it may feel strange to speak with such intention, but soon the voice begins to obey again. That is how conscious creation starts, one phrase at a time. Avoid words that shrink. Replace the ones that drain. Change I can't to I haven't yet. Change this is hard to this is forming. Each adjustment redraws your inner landscape. And the inner always commands the outer. When a negative thought appears, don't fight it. Breathe. Transform it into a neutral word, then into a luminous one. The mind understands repetition. The heart understands intention. When both unite, reality bends. This is the law of the creative word. Sound molds the field. Before you sleep, whisper. Everything I spoke in truth remains. Everything born of fear dissolves into silence. And when you wake, affirm my voice opens paths. It is simple, but sacred. Your word is the only contract the universe honors without signature. If these words resonated with you, write in the comments a phrase you wish to see bloom. Write it not for others but for yourself. What you affirm with clarity, life amplifies. In the next part, the flow of inner gold. We will speak of the sacred movement that keeps abundance alive. The universe breathes. Everything that lives inhales and exhales. The ocean advances and retreats. Day gives birth to night. The heart contracts and expands. Abundance obeys the same rhythm. It was never meant to be stored, but to move. When you try to hold what is energy, it becomes weight. When you let it flow, it returns as fulfillment. It is not about giving or losing. It is about keeping the cycle alive. Many call it luck, but what they see as luck is simply flow. Those who learn to release without fear become living channels of what has always been abundant by nature. To give is to trust. And trust is the language of the universe. When you share time, presence, or wisdom, you keep the inner gold in circulation. And when that gold moves, it attracts its reflection in the material world. But when the soul contracts, everything outside seems to close, because the outer world only mirrors the breathing of the inner one. Imagine money, ideas, and opportunities as water. That water is not yours, and it flows through you. The clearer the channel, the purer the current. To hold it in fear is to try to store the air. Gratitude is the natural breath of abundance. You don't need to give great things. Start small. A kind gesture, a word of encouragement, a moment of presence. Each act moves energy. Each act tells the universe, I trust the flow, and when you trust, the flow trusts you. Do not give out of guilt. Do not withhold out of fear. True balance lives in the middle. Give with intention, receive with humility. Life loves motion, and every time you open to it, a new path unfolds beneath your feet. Gratitude is the purest form of circulation. A grateful mind does not chase. It attracts. It recognizes sufficiency, and because of that, life chooses it to multiply. Before you sleep, say softly, everything I shared today returns amplified. Everything I received, I honor. These are not spells, they are reminders. They tune you back to the rhythm of life. Life is a river, and you are the bridge. What passes through you transforms you. The more you allow the flow, the lighter the path becomes. If these words touch something within you, write in the comments a phrase that symbolizes movement. It can be simple. I trust the flow. I let gold circulate. I breathe abundance. Each phrase written with truth is a stone laid in the river's path, guiding the flow of your wealth. In the next part, the mirror of the already realized, we will explore the inner state that precedes every manifestation. Everything that exists is born twice. First in the mind, then in the world. The unseen always precedes the seen. The seed dreams before it blooms. The bridge is drawn before it touches the river. Your life is no different. It is the reflection of what you once believed yourself to be. The mirror does not create the face. It only reveals it. Likewise, reality does not decide who you are. It simply reflects your inner state. To assume what is already done is not pretending. It is choosing to feel before seeing, to walk as if what you desire is already yours, to let your body breathe certainty, while your mind still wonders how. The universe is not convinced by begging. It responds to coherence. Those who vibrate in lack repeat absence. Those who vibrate in fullness call the reflection back to them. Close your eyes. For a moment, feel the version of yourself that lives in balance, abundance, and peace. Do not imagine how they got there. Just feel the state of already being there. That sensation is the password. It sends a silent message to the universe. This is who I am. And the universe, faithful to its nature, answers with an echo. The rational mind calls this optimism. The spirit calls it recognition. Nothing new is created. Everything is revealed when your vision finally aligns with what has always been there. Gold doesn't appear when you find it. It was always hidden in the earth, waiting to be seen. When fear arrives, and it will, don't fight it. Observe it, thank it. Fear is not the enemy. It is the messenger. It shows the distance between what you know and what you truly feel, and in that distance lies the work. Assumption is not a single act. It is a silent discipline. It is waking up and saying, "Today I walk as one who has already lived the miracle." It is looking in the mirror and declaring, "The image I see is adjusting to my truth." With time, the body believes. And when the body believes, the world follows. Reality is malleable. It bends to a confident gaze, just as water takes the shape of its vessel. If you want change, change first the inner form that sustains your vision. Do not wait for proof to believe. Believe and proof will come. As you read these words, there are infinite versions of you waiting for your permission to exist. Choose one. Feel it, live it for a day, and watch the world begin to rearrange around you. If this message awakened something in you, write in the comments a phrase that declares the state of being you choose now. It can be simple. I am already what I seek. I live in the mirror of the fulfilled. I walk in certainty. Each word is a new reflection being etched into the glass of the universe. In the next part, the seal of giving and the word. We will speak of the sacred act of sharing and declaring its return with practical faith. Everything you give is transformed, and everything that transforms returns. Life moves in circles, not in lines. Nothing ever truly leaves. It only changes form so it can come back multiplied. To give is not to lose. It is to declare, "I trust the flow that sustains me." The act of sharing is the visible form of invisible faith. It is when the heart tells the universe, "I know there is enough," and the universe replies, "Then let it be so." Tithing, offering, giving time or presence. These are acts of recognition. They do not buy blessings. They remind the mind that the source is infinite. To give is a verb of power, but when it is spoken in fear, it becomes an empty motion. That's why the secret is not in the amount, but in the vibration that accompanies the gesture. When you give, do not do it in silent detachment. Give words to the act. Say with intention, "I release and I trust." Everything that leaves me returns multiplied in wisdom and provision. The word seals the energy. It marks the cycle. It is the spiritual stamp of a physical gesture. Without the word, the act scatters. With the word, the act endures. Remember, every action is a prayer in motion. The difference between superstition and consciousness is presence. Giving without presence is automatic. Giving with presence is ritual. And the universe responds to presence as the echo responds to sound. Tithing is a symbol, not a transaction. It reminds you that mine and ours are born of the same source. When you share with awareness, you declare to the world, "I am part of the flow, not its obstacle." Then life continues to move through you, not against you. Don't store only money, store gratitude. Don't give only value, give meaning. Each time you do, you create an energetic seal, a silent record in the invisible field that says you understand the rhythm. And that rhythm, like a universal heartbeat, always returns the pulse it receives. Before offering anything, pause for a moment. Feel what is being given. Say softly, "May this offering carry my intention to grow. May it circulate in love and return in harmony." There is no magic in this, only awareness. And awareness is the highest form of faith. A mind that learns to give without fear becomes fertile ground, because faith and fear cannot occupy the same soil. When faith enters, fear dissolves, and the empty space is filled with new opportunities. If these words stirred something in you, write in the comments something you wish to release. Not what you want to lose, but what you choose to let flow. It can be simple. I release with love. I trust the return. I give and I grow. Each phrase written is a bridge between what you feel and what the universe begins to return. In the next part, the inner kingdom, the agreement and the identity. We will explore how the mind and the heart form the sacred pact that sustains all manifestation. All creation begins with an agreement. Before the action, there is a silent consent within the mind. I believe I can, or I believe I cannot. And that simple yes or no defines the course of everything. Reality does not argue with you. It only confirms your agreements. When you say one thing and feel another, the field divides. Energy becomes confused. Results delay. The universe does not understand contradiction. It understands frequency. That is why every promise you make to yourself must be accompanied by coherence. To think, feel, and act in the same direction is the language the invisible understands. Observe the agreements you inherited. Old phrases spoken at home. Beliefs disguised as prudence. Money is a struggle. It's wrong to want more. Only the clever survive. Each of these is a contract, and many of them remain active. Do not curse them. Read them, thank them, and sign new ones. Say silently, I cancel my agreement with lack. I sign the covenant of sufficiency. I choose to live in balance. The spiritual field responds to clear decisions. Indecision is noise. When the mind and the emotion align, your energy becomes a single voice, and everything that vibrates in that same tone begins to find you. That is the power of inner agreement. It is not a ritual of words, it is an act of daily coherence. But there is a deeper law still, identity. It is the invisible mold behind every experience. You never receive what you want, you receive what you believe you are. If you see yourself as small, life delivers proportionally. If you recognize your greatness, life widens your horizon. Identity cannot be changed overnight. It must be revealed. Like gold beneath the earth, it was always there, just covered in layers of memory. Ask yourself, who am I without my fears? Who would I be if I stopped doubting? Breathe into the answer. It comes first as feeling, then as clarity. Every time you choose to speak with dignity, act with truth, think with gratitude, the old identity dissolves a little more. This is not ego. This is integrity. To be whole is to be wealthy. When identity becomes clear, abundance stops being a conquest and becomes a consequence. The one who knows who they are does not compete for space. They occupy their place, and that place cannot be taken. Do not seek to change the world. Adjust the mirror. When the inner image aligns, the outer world reorganizes. The peace born from inner agreement is the same current that guides the great rivers of life. If what you've heard here resonated with you, write in the comments a phrase that declares your new pact. It can be simple. I am whole. I live in agreement with truth. I recognize my luminous identity. Each written word is a signature vibrating in the unseen. In the next part, the final obedience, the covenant and the call to manifestation, we will explore the discipline of spirit and the silent constancy that turns practice into presence. Everything revealed so far is a path, but the path becomes real only when you walk it. Knowing is the first step. Obedience is the one that opens the door. Obedience is not submission. It is rhythmic awareness, the daily choice to act according to truth, even when silence seems to offer no response. The mind seeks quick results. The spirit seeks coherence. And when coherence is repeated, results become inevitable. Life responds to consistency as the earth responds to rain. It blooms in its season. Never sooner, never later. To be obedient to your truth is to remain firm amidst the noise, to continue without proof because there is already certainty. This is not perfection. It is presence. Obedience is the bridge between faith and matter. Without it, dreams repeat. With it, dreams become form. Remember, no word has power without practice. No knowledge blossoms if not lived in the everyday. The temple of prosperity is not in the clouds. It is in the small gestures, in how you speak, in the gratitude behind your silence, in the generosity of your actions. There, in the ordinary, the Spirit measures your rhythm. Spiritual discipline is not punishment. It is tuning. Like a musician repeating one note until it reaches perfect tone, each repetition refines the frequency. Each day in rhythm dissolves another layer, and when the melody of your soul stabilizes, the universe begins to dance with you. Do not wait for more signs. You are the sign. Everything you needed to know has been said. What remains is to live it. Speak with intention. Act with gratitude. Circulate with confidence. Feel as one already supplied. Recognize your identity. Obey your truth. That is the final covenant. Gold, time, opportunity. They are all consequences. The cause is your state, and that state is born from the habit of remaining faithful to what you know is light. Obedience is not heavy. It is freedom. It is no longer rowing against the current, but flowing with the ocean that created you. The consistent become predictable to the universe, and the universe only trusts what it recognizes through repetition. So repeat truth, repeat faith, repeat gratitude, until it ceases to be practice and becomes your nature. And when you find yourself living in peace, without strain, without fear, without haste, you will know. Obedience has become presence, and presence is the purest form of manifestation. If these words awakened something within you, write in the comments a phrase that symbolizes your decision to live in constancy. It can be, I remain in rhythm. I obey my truth. I live what I've learned. Each written word is a silent promise, and silence fulfills what it promises. End of the series, The Code of Wealth. You may return to these 7 parts as one returns to a map. Each reading deepens the tone. Each repetition engraves the rhythm. Knowledge is the seed. Practice is the soil. Obedience is the harvest. May your path be fertile and your silence golden.